Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the collective for all signs for July 7th, 2020. Today is a 7/7 day, so a very spiritual day. Take a look out for a bonus reading that I'll be putting out for you guys for today. But let's go ahead and jump into this. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear for the collective for all signs, July 7th, 2020. Messages for the collective. Woohoo, that one wanted to come out, so we'll take it. Messages for the collective, all signs, 2020. We had the Six of Swords come out yesterday in a different context. All right, a little bit of grit is needed, you guys, on this journey today. Your overall energy is the Chariot card. So the Chariot represents Cancer, so that's perfect. Our number 7 in the Major Arcana coming out on 7/7. I love this when it happens. You know, I love Spirit's messages. I love the synchronicities that are showing up here. Now, the Chariot card represents Cancer. The Chariot card is the card of a warrior, of a spiritual warrior. It's about success. It's about aligning your will, your actions, and your words, you know, aligning your heart, your mind, and spirit, all for one outcome, wanting to move forward. This card coming out in the reverse is telling me that some of you guys are feeling a little bit stagnant. Some of you might be feeling a little bit stuck, whether that's due to circumstances or whether that's a lack of, a little insecurity about which way to go or what it is you exactly want. I'm really picking up on that because this Two of Swords energy, this moon in Libra, is all about weighing these two options. Some of you might be trying to make a decision between two people. Some of you might be trying to make a decision which way your life is going to go next, right? Are you going to make this move? Are you going to take this job? Are you going to continue on the path that you're on? All right. So there's a lot of stuff going on here, you guys. The Two of Wands in reverse. So wands represent that Aries, Leo, Sag energy. And the Two of Wands in particular is Mars and Aries. So with this final lunar eclipse that we just had and this full moon in Capricorn, Mars came home to Aries. This is that fire. This is that passion. Keep a lookout. I'm going to do energy shift readings for all individual signs regarding this Mars energy shift. So they probably won't be out until next week or the end of this week. But this Mars and Aries, this is the energy that we're going through right now. Mars and Aries is very masculine energy. Mars is at home in Aries. It's about boundaries. It's about your solar plexus. It's about decisive action. It's about having that grit. And I told you I saw that coming out here. We're going to need a little bit of grit to move forward and to get this Chariot back up and moving. So some of you guys, this lunar eclipse, and I know for me, it brought up some certain emotions and triggers, some of it regarding authority and, you know, what's going on in the world, and some of it some of it bringing on issues and situations that need healing, and, you know, healing and closure. And with this Mars energy, Mars and Aries, it's really giving us that strength and that courage to push through and to, you know, there's something that's been wanting to erupt, and getting through that eruption and starting something brand new. What's necessary? Okay, because the old is dropping away, whether that's relationships, whether that's situations, whether that's jobs, whether it's a way of being, thinking, feeling, talking to yourself. That's going out. But that's not an easy transition. You know, sometimes we talk about that like, well, let the old go. It's time to move forward. Yeah, but it's hard. It's not an easy task. And so we do need this energy of Mars. We need this strength. We need the courage. We need the gall. We need the grit to actually make it happen. Now, the Two of Wands energy, Two of Wands is a beautiful card. It can be a card of waiting. We have the Ace of Wands, which is that initial passion. For some of us, it might have to do with a relationship. So that passion has been ignited, so one becomes two. And it's really taking a look at the challenges and the opportunities that you can capitalize on in order to make your dreams a reality. Okay, so for some of us, this might have to do with business. It might be our spiritual path. It might be love and romance. Okay, it could be, a family relationship. It can be many different things. So the Two of Wands, though, is an interesting card because we have somebody who feels a little bit walled in by their success or the circumstances that they find themselves in. So again, somebody here feeling kind of stuck. We see her, she has an idea, she kind of knows what she wants, there's a longing, she's waiting, she's looking at the horizon, she's dreaming big, she has the globe here, she wants to travel. Some of you might be waiting for somebody to come see you, some of you might be longing for somebody who's at quite a distance from you, okay, which is going to mean different things for all of us. But in the reverse, it's like somebody that doesn't want to wait any longer. So the wait might be over for some of you, but what's important here is that we can dream and we can think and we can plan, but until we take action, they're just thoughts, right? They're just imaginings. But there is a necessity to take a certain amount of action to make things better for yourself. The Six of Swords, this is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. This represents Mercury in Aquarius. As you know, Mercury is in retrograde. But what's beautiful is this could be the action that you take, right? So even if it's a small step, even if it's writing your intentions down on paper, during the full moon, it's really important that we write, what we want to release. And some of us like to burn that, right? To really sort of solidify releasing the things that no longer serve us. But it's the small actions that you guys can take that are going to make this situation better. She's moving out of troubled waters. It's not always going to be easy. It's going to require some grit, but we're no longer happy with the status quo. So whatever situation this is, a relationship, a job, a living situation, your spiritual path, your education, whatever it might be, Mars is has come home into Aries to give us this push to a better way of being. Okay, to a better life, to achieving our dreams, okay? But we have a lot of conflict. Why? Because we have a lot of planets in retrograde and we have Mercury in retrograde. So although we need to take small steps towards making our dreams a reality, Spirit is also saying some of us are also going to need this time to pull back, to heal. The Two of Swords, this is the moon in Libra. But more specifically, it can be it's moon in Libra, or it can represent Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. And, this is all about taking that time, not wanting to make a decision. But it's really important that you really get in touch with your higher self, okay, to figure out what it is you need to do. What are the small actions that can push you forward? For some of us, like I'm thinking of yesterday's reading, the action that we can take is actually suspension. I'm seeing yesterday it was the Four of Swords here, but I'm also seeing the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man energy is this concerted effort to see things differently, taking that time out for ourselves. If we see and do everything in a linear way, we're really at a high risk for exhaustion. So it can be really active for you to pull back at this time, making a very active, concerted effort that I'm going to take small steps to making my goals a reality, but they're just going to be really small. And some of those small steps might require healing and rest. Okay, so take it how it resonates, you guys. I hope this is making sense. Because then we get the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is that Aries, Leo, Sag energy. And the Five of Wands is Saturn and Leo. And the Five of Wands is about competition. It's about the necessary grit and courage that we need to evolve, whether that's evolve the way we think or the way we act, whether it's within a job situation or in a relationship. There's this competition that is going to show us who we are, what we're made of. And achieving, this Chariot card, the number 7 in reverse, is saying, okay, we're stagnant. All right, we're stagnant, Two of Swords. But the Six of Swords is this desire to move forward. But how are we going to do that? We are going to have to fight for it a little bit. And for some of us, that fight is going to be very passive. Okay, it's not going to be actually fighting, or it's actually pushing forward, but it's resisting the need to push forward at a time when we need to go inwards. All right, so I hope this is making sense for you guys. I can't tell. All right, so let's go ahead and pull some additional messages for the collective for this beautiful 7/7 day. All right, look at that, Aries energy. Right on top of Mars and Aries, we have the Emperor coming out. This is you taking a stand, okay? This is you. For some of you, the stand is going to be, I'm no longer comfortable with the status quo. All right, some of you guys, it's setting boundaries, reworking contracts and relationships. But again, during Mercury retrograde, there's this need to not do that. So really taking a stand, getting very clear on what it is you want to see happen in your life and planning for it, right? Really being able to take a moment to look at what your strategy is going to be, because the Emperor is all about strategy. He's also about solar plexus. He's about setting boundaries. He's about standing up for himself. And for a lot of us, it might be having to shut out the world for a moment, or to take a step back from relationships to get a little bit more perspective. Because again, I keep seeing that Hanged Man energy, which is the need to get a different perspective, but really being ready to undertake the spiritual journey and take the necessary steps, which might be pulling back. Fulfillment of wishes, Nine of Cups. This is big. This is something that you really want. Spirit wants you to take the time to really see things clearly, to really map it out for yourself. Because this is no joke. This is nothing, this is not small jobs. Okay, this is something really big, and it's going to require like a long-term effort. So I'm really getting like the need to not like push forward, because I'm getting you're going to fizzle out quickly. So like really make sure, and I keep seeing that Four of Swords from yesterday, take that time out for yourself. All right, yeah, look at that. Four of Swords. Right? I can't make this stuff up, you guys. I really can't. I really can't. The Four of Swords. Take that time out for yourselves, because you're going to have to prepare. It's not going to be easy. You're going to need grit. You're going to need courage. Aries is going to support you, but I'm really getting the message you have to get through Mercury retrograde. This is a big deal. This is your wish fulfillment. You want to do it right. You need to do it right. You won't forgive yourself if you don't do it right. I mean, I'm sorry. I know this happens frequently, and as a reader, this is intuition, and these are the messages we receive. But when I'm saying something and it comes out at the same time, I don't care, and it doesn't matter how long you've been doing this. It's always pretty awesome. It's just, this is the message that you need to hear. Porcupine spirit, time for beginner mind. Yeah, definitely. Taking this time out, getting this new perspective, because I feel like this is something that you've wanted for a long time. And you know, when we get really passionate about something, we want to take immediate action on it. But Spirit's saying, we have to pull back here. All right, we are going to move forward. We want to move forward, okay, but there's some planning that's necessary. And it may not be during Mercury retrograde that this is happening. So we're going to have to sort of rest, pull back, so we can really get this new perspective, this beginner mind to it. Because then I think the solutions will flow. And then we get Skunk Spirit, know your worth. Look at that. We have 54 breaking down to a 9, so we have 2 9s. 9s are the completion of a cycle. For some of you, it's a job that you've really wanted. Again, Mercury retrograde, I'm getting be very careful with contracts. Some of you are reworking a contract, either at work or within a relationship. Okay, so maybe, you know, as we evolve, as we change, our needs change as well. So again, really making sure, you know, with this authority, with this Aries energy, that you stand up for yourself. This is everything that you've wanted, but you don't want to sell yourself short just because, oh, there it is, it's right in front of me, I want it, I'll do whatever I need to get it. No, Spirit wants you to pull back. It's there. It's not going anywhere. Okay? So let's take our time with this. Beautiful message. Beautiful message. Okay? Final message for the collective, July 7th, 2020. Direction Guardian, choose your path. So here we get the 4 corners, you guys. We get the 4 corners. We get the 4 cardinal points. Choose your direction. Choose your direction. You want to move forward, okay? It's not gonna be easy, but it's possible, okay? Right now, the chariot is stopped. It's stuck in the mud. It's stagnant, but there's a reason for that too. There's a lesson here that needs to be learned, all right? And you are supported. Ask your guides, ask your angels, ask your ancestors, commune with Spirit through prayer, through meditation, or walk in the woods. All right, and you will know which direction you need to take. It may not come today. Your answers may not come tomorrow, but they will come. All right, and it might take until, I think we have until the 12th or the 18th of July. Check my my dates on Mercury retrograde. Okay, because after that, I see things really sort of falling in place for you guys. All right, I love this message for you. I hope you guys have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.